And why should that matter? I want to see you happier. Don't you want to see you happier? I want to see you rich. Don't you want to see you rich? I want to see you... You know, don't you want to see you... You know? You. Yes, you. We must have a conversation. What are you doing here? I mean, you're watching my video, which is utterly necessary. But, give me 1 minute. Other than watching this video, what are you doing for yourself? Tell me. Are you accomplishing your dreams? Are you following what you want in life? Are you happy? Or are you sad? Tell me more, please. But since you cannot speak, let me please continue. I will share a personal thing that happened to me. I'm just going to let the gentler side of me do it while I just sit here and wait. I'm gonna be vulnerable with you for a second here, but then it's not gonna happen for a while, so brace yourself. About a year ago, things got tough for me. Please keep in mind this is really hard for me to talk about, or I mean to share. I just don't like sharing things that I go through. Just personal reasons. About a year ago, actually more than a year ago, I'd say a year and a half ago. Wow. Things got tough. I experienced the mentally lowest point of my life. And emotionally. I was just, you know, going through a lot. Which I'll share in the future when I'm safe enough to do so. Maybe it's just only my mind. The fact that I'm safe or not to share. But yeah, about a year or so, almost 2 years ago, I went through something really hard where I thought that I was I wasn't gonna pull through, that I was just going deeper and deeper and I was never gonna come back up, or I didn't see a way out. Have you ever been in a situation where you were like, there is no way out, this is it, right? This is where it stops, or this is where I'm just gonna be miserable forever, or I'm gonna encounter more misery. But then months before that, so 2018, fall of 2018, I actually started getting into YouTube, right? I started posting some videos, but for some reason in my mind I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna post one video and then it's gonna go viral and then that's how I get my subscribers. But then that didn't happen, so I would only rarely post videos. Plus, like, I would come back home from school, which was far away from me because I took public transportation. It took about 2 hours to get home and 2 hours to leave. So I didn't have much time. Like, I'd come home exhausted. I wouldn't even be able to cook for myself. Sometimes. So on top of that, doing YouTube, I was like, this is not gonna work. Plus, I just, you know, I was like, I like doing this thing. This is fun. I mean, it took me years just to record a video because I didn't feel like the internet was safe for me until I graduated high school, until I was ready, or felt like I was ready to show myself out to the world. obviously I posted like 2 to 3 videos literally in the whole fall. So from August to, oh, maybe it was July, maybe it was May 2018 to December. I barely posted anything. I think I posted maybe 4 videos or 5, and I expected them to blow up or something, and bam, I'd have my subscribers and just hit a high and just keep going and make money, because I'm also in this for the money. I am. Yes, I do love it, but the money's great, of course. During that time, right, there's someone that I needed in my life, but that person wasn't there, and everyone else just sucked. So whatever. I could count in one hand to people that actually were there for me. Actually, yeah, or 1 or 2, especially emotionally, right? The right people that I needed weren't there. Anywho, so then in 2019, that's when, early 2019 until May, that's when it really was bad, where I was like, oh my, this is my breaking point. It was like a roller coaster, right? I was like, oh, things are gonna get better, and then nope, and they just kept going down. And I was like, what can I do to make it better, right? And I just, instead of focusing on YouTube, which would have to get out of it, I kept on doing other things. I just kept on focusing on the fact that I was in a bad situation, that that was the end of me, and I was just like gonna be in a bad situation even more, instead of keep on going with YouTube. But also, I didn't know what kind of content I wanted to make, because I mean, I kind of knew, but then I didn't want to fit it into just one thing too. Like, I didn't know how to act on camera, and right now I'm still figuring it out, but I'm way better than what I was last year. So yeah, I kept falling deeper and deeper into this sad hole, and every time I kept realizing, if I had just kept going with YouTube, I would have been able to and gotten myself out of this situation, or just been happy, because I do enjoy doing YouTube. Like, there's just something about recording a video and then editing it. I thought it was really freaking fun. Yeah. But yeah, I kept just saying that, like, if I had gone up to YouTube, if I had kept going with YouTube, I would have been fine by now. Like, I would have gotten what I wanted, which is to entertain people and just do it for fun, right? But again, me realizing that only made me fall into a deeper hole. So I was like, oh crap, this is it. I would try to come back to YouTube and then not give up, because I'm like, oh, this video only got 2 views or 12 views, and that's not good. That's not enough. Like, I'm not getting the audience that I want, because honestly, I wanted to help people, and I just wanted to have fun, and I wanted people to see that. But yeah, and I just, whatever. I will tell later on, again, when it's safe, I'll talk to you guys about what is my goal on YouTube, what I want. Trust me, it's way bigger than you'd imagine. Eventually, at the end of 2019, just something I thought would never happen happened, which wasn't really a good thing. And I felt like no one was listening to me when I was talking about the problems that happened because of that thing that happened. I decided to stop even thinking or involving myself with that thing, or having that exist into my life. And then in 2020, that's when I started getting a bit better, right? I started realizing that, hey, I need to keep going with YouTube. Actually, the end of 2019, December, I was like, I need to keep going with YouTube. I was like, some motivation. But then, like before, right, it goes up and then it goes down. Like, I have motivation and then it leaves. I have motivation, then it leaves. Then finally, in August of, or was it, no, maybe July or August of 2020, I finally got some help, and they were like, hey, this is really bad. And I mean, I finally found a way out, and they're like, this is really bad. And I was like, what? I mean, I thought it was bad, but not as bad as this. And they're like, yeah, it's really, really bad. And I was like, whoa, okay. I was like, so I need to, now that I was taking care of that, right? I was like, I need to start doing what I love, which is partially YouTube, because I really, really like YouTube. Again, like I keep saying. In 2020, I was like, now that I'm taking care of myself better, let me do more of YouTube. And then it just kept happening, you know? Like, I didn't know what content I wanted to make. I knew more, I mean, way better than last year. And I was like, I don't know. But still, that same problem, right? I'd get motivation and it would go away. It would go away. I would get motivation, then it would go away. But then finally I found a way, and I started reading and doing a lot of things and found passion again. Because honestly, I was kind of broken inside, where I was like, I'm a passionate person. But 2019 literally broke me. Like, all the years of built up passion that I had since childhood, it just went away because I felt like, whoa. Well, things happen, like I said. Sorry, I know I'm not really looking into the camera. It's whatever. There's a dog down there. Then yeah, that passion, since I lost it, it was hard to keep going. Even without the passion, I still had issues with like being consistent. But now, like I said, I found something that helps me. And not only that, I'm actually getting help. It's not even as you would think it is, but whatever, the help. Yeah, it's not anything that's like horrible or anything that implies like self-harm or anything, I promise. But yeah, now I'm like, you know what? I kind of know where I'm going, but I'll figure it out. But for the time being, let me keep going this thing. Like, let me be consistent, because that's what pays off. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos about how to be successful on YouTube, and here I am. The thing is, last year, right, I was like, next year I'm gonna be this and this and this and this and that. But then I didn't do anything to go towards that goal. I just said those things and then just stayed in the same spot where I was just not mentally stable, right? And the fact that I wasn't mentally stable, look, I don't even have that many subscribers on YouTube, right? I'm not where I wanted to be on YouTube. So now, like a year later, I'm at the same spot with the same, well, almost the same number of subscribers, and the same, I don't know, well, actually not the same mentality anymore. So, I mean, this is not where I wanted to be. But, except this year, I'm gonna make things happen. I'm changing my mentality. By next year, around this time, I will have 100,000 subscribers. I speak that into existence. I just don't want you to make the same mistake I did. And it feels like the last years I've wasted my time. But in reality, yes, I have, but I've also learned a lot about myself and where I want to be in life. And now I am ready to be back. Well, I don't think I'm fully ready. I think I need a bit more time. But I'm getting there to where I'm ready to go back to what I am and what I want to do in life. And then that also implies YouTube. Like, I want to do many things with YouTube while I also study and do so many things. Like, because I think school is exciting too. But I ask you, please don't give up on yourself. I mean, what I went through, right? I could say, oh, things happen and we're all messed up in life, but it's not fair of me to say that. I shouldn't just assume that you're messed up too. Like, I don't want to assume anything about you. You could be or not be messed up. You don't have to be messed up, you know, in order to go through things or live your life, or have an excuse to not live your life. Whatever. I want you to be stronger. I want you to be resilient. Yeah, I want you to do better. You know what? Let's do better together. How about that? Let's both do better. I want you to keep up with me. I want you do what you want, but please keep up with me in the comments. Tell me about what you want in life and what you're doing. You know? I'm pretty sure someone is gonna see this in 6 months. Even if it doesn't get views now, in the next 6 months it's gonna get a lot of views and a lot of people are gonna comment, and I want to see those comments and hopefully have a follow-up video too. I mean, not hopefully, I will have a follow-up video, and hopefully by next year we can talk to each other and be like, hey, we did it. Not hopefully, sorry. By next year we will talk to each other and be like, hey, we did it, here we are. And even if you think that you're not there yet, you are making steps towards it. As long as you're making steps towards it, you have to make steps towards it, because time passes by. You don't want to be stagnant. You want to keep going with time as well. You want to prosper with time and not stay in the same space. Okay, I've said enough. Whatever, that was all I had to say. That's basically it. Don't be me. I don't want you to fall too deep into that hole and then a year later be in the same place and not have accomplished anything that you wanted. Okay, whatever, I said what I've said. Now take it or leave it. Anywho, I'm just gonna go to the other me that is waiting for this to finish. All right, thanks. Oh, okay. Oh, you're done. I don't want you to be like past me. I want you to be like present me. I want you to thrive. I want to see you thrive. Ignore the airplane noise on my side of the screen. Please, do not be bothered by the next confusing mixture of accents that are going to happen. Thank you. I want you to come back here next year. Yes, you. And tell me all about what you've done to thrive. Because I don't want to see you in the same place just like me the year after. Even if it's $1 more, one step ahead, just one step ahead, or half a step. I want you to be ahead of your past self, of your today's self. I want you to come back in a year and say, Mara, this is what I've accomplished. Here you go. You see, you're the only person in your own way. I want you to change that. I want you to do better. So that next year, when you come back here, you show me proof that I can believe in you. Because right now, I do not believe in you. No, I don't. You have given me no reason, therefore you have not earned it. Come back with something more, and I will believe in you. Now, let's talk about how you could do that. Let's say you lose the want to do what you love in life. What do you do if you're depressed, or you just lose it, you know? I have a solution for you, luckily. Thank me later. I have found this thing called the law of attraction. See, whether you believe in God or not, that is still a good option for you. It is, yes, brainwashing, but it will bring you to wherever you want to go. Now, let's make an agreement. You come here next year with some few steps ahead, and I'll come here next year with 100,000 followers or subscribers. Agreed? You a few steps ahead, or many steps ahead, and I with 100,000 subscribers. What do you say? It's a deal. I accept the challenge. Now, go along now and be fruitful and multiply your talent. Whatever you want to do in life, you can do it. But if you do not give me a reason to believe in you, I will not believe in you. Make me believe in you. Or you know what? Are you a failure? Are you a disgrace? Are you a nobody? Are you someone with no passion in life? If you are, I'm actually sorry. Hopefully you'll find it. But if you have passion in life, if you want to prove me wrong, then do it. I dare you, I challenge you to prove me wrong. That is what I want for you to do. That is your homework. I do not want to hear the rest of it. You are to do what I have told you. You could say I'm being harsh on you, but I simply do not want to see you like me months ago. Months ago. Actually, weeks ago. I was deteriorated at the same spot as last year. Why? Because I did not follow my dreams. Because I did not follow what I love, my passion. And you must do the opposite. You must thrive for me. We must thrive together. Come back here in a year and we will talk and negotiate whether or not I should believe in you. And why should that matter? I want to see you happier. Don't you want to see you happier? I want to see you rich. Don't you want to see you rich? I want to see you... You know, don't you want to see you... You know? If you do not, we have a problem. So, what do you say? We shake on this. And see each other next year. Do you agree? Good. Now that I have given you my support, here you go, again. Go ahead and thrive. Go. Be fruitful. Multiply everything. Times 1, times 2, times anything you want. But 0. You're your own worst enemy. And you shall know that. You are better than this. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Ta-ta.